Siemanko, tej strony Złoty Portal. Kontynuacja z innego Deliverance 2. Trzeba pogadać Katarzyną.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, hey? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
Nie czyszczę latryn.
I'm no latrine cleaner.
Oh, sorry. It's just that you smell like one. And where am I supposed to know you from?
Widzimy się nad tobą.
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Uratowaliśmy na panie was tam bandyci. Uratowaliśmy
We
was.
saved you. Me and my lord there. You and some other women were attacked by bandits. You must remember that.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle and I wasn't at any pond.
Kłamie.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh?
Tak nie udało się.
Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
Aha. Co?
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
Dobra, trzymam spokojnie.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
No właśnie. No to zaczynamy.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Gotowe na co? Zawsze jestem gotowy.
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
Dobrze.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
O, taka pata nam ułatwia. Dobrze, robimy to.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right.
No to robimy to.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Ze stolicy, z kraju, z daleka.
From far away.
I ain't been further than the back of me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
No dobra. Okej, możemy się zapytać o na przykład jak się tu żyje.
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash. Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here, and that's a big problem.
Przykro mi.
I'm sorry.
Well, can't be helped. Let's hope things get better.
Gdzie jest tu znajdę pracę?
Where can I find work around these parts?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me, so don't bother looking anywhere else yet. But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and not be afraid to ask.
Będę się pytał, gdzie się nuda.
I rather find the smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for a helping hand. Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now and then, but watch out for him. You know what they say about Millers.
No i
I've
co
heard
słyszałem?
things all right.
Well then, be careful.
Dobra. Tutaj na gospodarz w okolicy.
Is this the only tavern here?
In Truskowitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
Gdzie mamy zanieść wódki?
Where do you want the sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you. So you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
Prawda. Gdzie jest ta piwnia?
Where's the pantry?
Second door inside the tavern. You can't miss it.
Słyszałem tutaj o weselu.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskowitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathouse wench.
Czy na... Dobra, no to się... Czy ja mógłbym udzieć tu na celu? Pokoju, kim jest Sebastian?
Who is this Semin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Dobra, to może tak. Gdzie on będzie się tu
Where's the
wesela?
wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Czy ja mógłbym udzieć
Can I
tu...
get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Czy to będzie?
Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you
Okay.
want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svatja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Popytam. Co do
Is that all
wesela...
you know about the wedding?
What else is there to know? I'm just looking forward to being a guest and having someone serve me for a change.
Okej,
I'll go and
odejdź.
discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Here it comes.
Postaramy się. A teraz chciałbym zrobić wykład na temat noszenia worków. Ale pierwsze tam pasa opęduje i piłka się napije. Ja mu to dobrze, piwko podać. Dobra, słuchaj panie Janie Ptasku.
I
Niech
talked to that
robota.
woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sakra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down,
Dokładnie.
let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, a nobleman, is marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's the talk of the region. It's invitation only, of course. But maybe we could wangle our way in somehow.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Coś wymyślę.
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks?
Dobra.
Yanking my noble pizzle.
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Dobrze, sam to zrobię. Masz pojęcie jak ty wyglądasz? Szybko będzie po wszystkim. To może damy tak. Niby to mogę samemu zrobić, ale też by mi pomógł. Zobaczymy, może masz pojęcie jak ty wyglądasz? Dobra to.
It'll be done in a jiffy. Don't worry.
That's not the point, Henry. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Okej, ale ty rozpisany? Musiał próbować. Ale ty rozpisany, każdy musi pracować. Ale ty
You know,
rozpisany.
sir, not everyone is born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Ordinary people have to work their whole lives. So you should be able to manage it too. At least for one day.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
No tak, na wymówkę. Gdzie ja tym jestem? Dobra, Hamber nosi worki. To cudze nie obrazuci język. Nie potrzebuję tu wojownika. Gdzie ja
So,
jestem?
which do I belong to?
Dobrze
Good
pytanie.
question. Before I'd have said you were a peasant, but it turned out that you're a noble's bastard. And you're pretty handy with a sword. And you've even been in a monastery.
I'd rather forget about that.
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands dirty with labour, it wouldn't be such an offence against divine order as in my case. Pure blood, noble status and that. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
No tak. Naprawdę nie da się mi pomóc. Nie chcę się nim pokłócić, bo i tak tu nie da. Chyba tak wygląda fabularnie, że chyba się nie da. Naprawdę nie da mi pomóc.
Are you really not going to help me? It's just a couple of sacks.
Come now, Henry. What did I tell you about Bellatoris and the natural order of the world? I simply cannot carry sacks.
Nie widzę i nie rady. A to są dumę na bok. Szatne na chyba się jak, a wyszany dzieciak. Nie widzę i nie rady.
I'm afraid there's nothing else for it if we're to ever get out of this place. So, lord or no lord, the sacks are waiting.
Let them wait.
Nie
Sacks
czekają,
are
dobrze.
It's not long since I had to drag one sack through the night, and if I hadn't, that sack wouldn't be here now. So I think I've done my fair share. I mean it, Henry. Stop trying to push me.
Suit yourself then.
Ja chyba też. to nie chcę przestać. Odejdź.
I'll get to work. Alone.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry, such is my nature.
Service is kind of slow today.
Już, jasne. Dobra, ham to pójdę. Szybko to się uwinę.
God, I'm bored shit. I'm supposed to move the sacks. Are you guarding them?
Aye. Thank God someone's bothered to come at last. The quicker sacks are moved, the better.
Dobra.
You'll have your work cut out on your own. But don't look at me. I ain't gonna help you. I'll move each sack.
No to zanosimy tabulę. Ja chyba fabula tak wygląda, że nie da rady. Spokojnie, worki będą dostarczone. 1. Ja chcę tylko 4. No ja sobie 2, a muszę robić resztę. Chlaścić, kurwa, Boże łaski. Tam te worki nosić, kurde. Chodzi pił i będzie piłko się popił. Będzie się piweczko popiją. Tak. Jel. Tikam.
That was our company. But the 2 of us managed to get away. It was the same bandits who attacked Lord von Bergov's men. Why the fuck doesn't anyone believe us?
Maybe because you've got no way of proving it.
We
I'll
must
drink
manify
to that.
Everything. How hard is that to understand?
What if you're one of those bandits and you're up to no good? We should kick both of you out just to be on the safe side. What's your name again?
Hans Capon of Perkstein.
You just made that up.
I certainly did not.
Yes, you did. I never heard of any Perkstein in all my years.
I'm not surprised. You're just a village yokel.
How dare you? I am the son of the bailiff. You ain't got no proof to back up what you say.
You want proof?
Aye.
Right. Listen to this. Ei incumbit probatio, qui dicit non qui negat.
Is that supposed to be Latin?
Clever you. Do you know that it's nonsense?
No. And I doubt you do either.
The burden of proof is on the one who declares, not on the one who denies. So you see, I speak Latin.
Dobra. Nie tam się dyskutują i tak na życie się rozpętało walkę.
You heard in church doesn't make you a nobleman.
I'd expect you to be more sympathetic.
Nie to fabuła nie zrobiona. Chociażby nie wiem co i tak worków nie będzie nosił. Dobra, resztę ty. No i
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
się zaczyna bójka.
What did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smartass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Nie wracaj na temat spekulacji. Pokójcie się.
Calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough! Cut it out, both of you!
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Zaczyna się walka. Ja mu złożył. No i doszło do bójki. Tak czy siak. Tak i nie, doszło do bójki. No spokojnie. Come on.
You wanna try me?
Uciekaj.
Don't spare him!
Nie ma co.
That won't work on me!
You won't get me. You know, shouldn't have fucked with us, you bastard.
You want to try me? You'll never beat me, you swine!
Tylko posłałem, no. Ale się nie zgrałem.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
A kuku. Aha, do gdyby. Gdyby na zamknij.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak?
Ja.
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve.
If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Cicho to.
Shut up! Oh, you'll get a whipping too.
No i tak.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Tylko ja odrobinę rozum.
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child! You're
Chwilę.
in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
Więc rzuci winę na mnie. To za to kłótnie.
What? Who started quarrelling with the locals in their tavern?
Dokładnie, jego wina.
You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
A ty nie wiesz, chcemy się
Hey,
kłócić.
let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Dokładnie.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Wyżej. Pojednaj się.
That's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realized it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well,
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
oh come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next.
No co dalej wymyślisz? Następnego ranka. O, nie musiało boleć. Coś na ten temat wiem. A byłem zamknięty. No cóż.
Ladies,
Temu podupty pobegł.
time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
What's over?
Hey! Bogo, bogo!
Cicho tam.
Oh shit. Boy, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight. What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
No to idź. Śmiała droga. Poradzę sobie sam.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. Alright, off you go.
Dobrze. Podbyłem się, no i w sumie dobrze. O, dotopę. Każde swoje działanie niesie ze sobą pełne konsekwencje. Jeśli popełnisz zbrodnię, otaczający się świat i ludzie zreagują na No nie. Czym jest przestępstwo? Wszystko, czego powinien unikać dobry chrześcijan. Nazwanie jest za zbrodni. Nie można zabijać, niewinnych kraść, włamać się do cudzych domów, krzywdzić ludzi ani zwierząt domowych, a także zakłócać ich spokojnego życia. Konsekwencje przestępstwa. Jeśli ktoś przyłapie się na popełnieniu przestępstwa, głosi to strażnikom albo komplikuje się z tym sam. Nie jest bezpieczne, nawet jak nikt nie przyłapie cię na gorącym uczynku. Ludzie nie są głupi i mogą wyedukować się, to ty popełniłeś występek. Informacja spowoduje reputację znajdzie na karczmie. Na kartce gracza w dokładce reputacja. Bywa na to, jak traktują cię inni ludzie. Jeśli ktoś cię lubi, powita cię serdecznie, a handlarze zaproponują niski. Z kolei, jeśli będą cię nienawidzić, mogą nie chcieć nawet z tobą rozmawiać. Może poprawić twoją reputację poprzez wykonywanie zadań, leczyć ją, jeśli będzie popełniać przestępstwa i zachowywać się nieuczciwie. Twoje zachowanie dostaną cię inni, więc jeśli komuś pomożesz lub zranisz jakąś osobę, ludzie w okolicy wkrótce się o tym dowiedzą. Twoją reputację zawsze można poprawić, płacąc za odpór bądź dzięki przyjaźnie pokutnej, która leci ksiądz. Jeśli po reputacji niepokoi, jeśli w danej okolicy dochodzi do wielu przestępstw, ludzie staną się bardziej czujni, uzbroją się, a strasa wezmą posiłki. Kiedy się goi, wszystko wróci do normy.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up lord of Perkstein.
Hey,
Okej.
over here.
Zaraz, tylko pierwsze muszę ubrać. Zaraz to mam pokażę wszystko co i jak.
Henry?
Tu jest mapa. Mamy, teraz trzeba się ubrać, tak? Mamy teraz, na pewno będzie pas myśliwski. To na prysznica. Coś co na pewno będą buty, włóczęgi, mocne buty. Teleplikowane spodnie. Dobra, będzie to. Buty, włóczęgi. Lecę wszystko sprzedam. Macone buty. Nogawice, żebraka. Nie będzie to. Czewiki. Dobra, noszona kurtka. Nie będzie albo to. Nie będzie to. No bo to mamy tak kaptur. Kaptur górnika nie będzie. Jedna pochodnia jeszcze sprzedam. Tak. To sobie ustawię może tu. I kolderz też sobie ustawię tu na górze. Przydałoby się jeszcze to nie, bo to nie daje. Buty, włóczęgi, mocne buty. Nogawice żebraka. Bimber. Bimber. Pieniądze zabawny snap. To się nauczę. Wieś.
You're Henry, right? Or was it the other one?
Hey, you! You don't look like you're in a rush anywhere.
Posłuchaj. Czego ode mnie chcesz?
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
Proszę bardzo, nawet mi nie przypominaj.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side. Now things can only get better.
Chyba masz rację.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Guys, to ci poznałem. A ty ma w ogóle jakieś imię?
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
Czyli wędrujesz sobie. Tylko zmierzasz. Może dlatego mi pomagasz.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
Dokąd zmierzasz?
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
Czyli wędrujesz sobie?
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Długo. Do tego miasta zmierzasz?
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
A powiedz mi, pomóż mi? Potrzebuję jedzenia.
No wonder nobody wants anything to do with me. I look like a vagrant.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin? A monk's robe? Or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armor?
Wolę się za bardzo nie wyróżniać. Chciałbym wyglądać nie, dobra to.
I could use some armor. Proper, like, for a night. And no rusty junk.
And you are like a knight?
Well, yeah. I don't look so good. But I swear I came here in armor, sword at my side, and on a horse.
Wow. And where is your armor, sword, and horse
No to
now?
skradzione.
That's a long story. And it's not a happy tale.
Well, you can hardly buy new armor now, but you might find something in the town hall armory. Although you'll need quick hands.
Dzięki za to, Dosie.
Thanks. These'll come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
Dobra, muszę zdobyć trochę pieniędzy.
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
Taka właśnie mam zamiar. Potrzebuję konia.
Damn. I could use a horse. It'll take years to get to Semin on foot.
Don't exaggerate. This province is small.
Still, it would be faster with a horse.
There's a stud farm in Semin, renowned far and wide.
And which way is Semin?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right there from the green. Just go down the hill. Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse from Semin.
Ale nie mam gdzie spać.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
A to jest rozsądne. To tak się na wesela.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semin. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in.
Okej. Potrzebuję
I
odzienia.
really need something to wear.
I can see that. Save up for something or use those lockpicks. Either way, I can't help you anymore.
Dobra. Powrót. Opowiem mi o...
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Mogłaby...
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offense, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Dobra, trening. Ja się podpisuję.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
To dobra. Gdzie znajdę kulturę?
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Dobra, no to damy sobie powrót. A to jest trochę ci patrzyłem.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job.
I tak dalej, i tak dalej.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Jak się zapisała, metodyka. Teraz tak, w kolejnym odcinku pójdziemy szukać psa. Tutaj. Tu jest pies, tak? Pies, on jest gdzieś tutaj. Po zagrałem tam siebie i jest tutaj pies. A ty na drugim siebie, tylko nie na tym, tylko to sobie na tym gram. Ale my pójdziemy tutaj i robimy wszystko po kolei, żeby nie iść na skróty. Tak samo jeśli chodzi o tak samo jeśli chodzi o tą zbroję z nim sobie, to też zrobimy to potem, jak dostanę jakąśkolwiek zbroję. Bo żeby było ciekawiej. A póki co na razie to ja się udam tutaj do szewca. Sprzedam to, co chcę sprzedać. Handluj. Ekran sklepu na dwie części. Możecie sobie przeczytać. Sprzedaj, czyli sprzedajemy to sprzedam, pozostaje, to sprzedam, maczone buty, potem to sprzedam, niebieski kapsel zostaje i grzebień zostaje. Możemy się targować, a ja zrobię układ. Dobra, ile mam kasy? Okej, tyle. I tak idę na łatwiznę, bo jak zobaczycie tutaj, zostawiłem sobie kasę. Dokładnie tutaj zostawiłem sobie kasę. No to jest skrzyni, no nie? Myślę, że tam też pójdziemy pod koniec, jak się zdobędę zbroję, żeby sobie gierki nie ułatwiać. Tak, o dziwo. Więc tak to. I tak, pierwszy idziemy po psa. Tylko sprawdzałem, ile mam nagrane materiału. Więc tak to. Na koniec jeszcze pokażę wam punkty. Te punkty sam z przepisem. Tak samo jak główny poziom. Jako dzieło, kodek. Macie sobie przeczytać mój film. Innym. No i to wszystko. Postacie. Ludzie. narzędzia. I zabrać. Wydarzenia. Dobra. I tak, to ja się z wami pożegnam. I tak, subskrybujcie kanał. Dajcie dzwoneczkiem. Bijecie na moje potrzeby. Wszystkie linki macie na moim głównym kanale. I tu. A ja się wam ich nawiązala. Dobry se zapis. Może usłyszeć na pan. Ja bo to będzie tak. O. No. A ja się wam ich nawiązala.